Peter, good evening to you. 2 weeks since Nicola's gone missing, and it's just extraordinary. We are no closer to finding out what happened.
Yeah, hi, CL. Well, this is about hours becoming days, becoming weeks. When Nicola first disappeared, people assumed there must be a logical explanation, that she was bound to turn up. But as those first few hours passed, they grew increasingly concerned. And then it was days, and then it was weeks, with still no clues, no answers.
You ready?
To hear her voice, Nicola Bulley's family have only the videos they've filmed in happier times. And time matters. It's now 2 weeks since she disappeared while walking their pet dog. For her partner Paul and the rest of the family, the unbearable wait for answers grows even more painful.
Anger, utter frustration, confusion, disbelief, surrealism. Nothing feels real. My main focus is the children, always has been. So that's my focus that gets me through.
Back on the water today, the search continues. Police still convinced Nicola is in the river. The focus has now moved downstream, where the River Wyre makes its way towards the sea. And in the village, locals continue their own appeal for help, trying to jog memories of anyone who drove through here that Friday morning between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. For close friends like Emma, the past fortnight has taken its toll.
Just this roller coaster of torture, despair. We've got to frustration now. The frustration is we are 2 weeks on. We've got the work of the police, the work of the community, the work of Mountain Rescue, all that's happening behind the scenes. There is that hope. We have no news. We don't know anything. So we are telling the truth to the children. We literally know nothing, but we're doing everything we possibly can to find that key piece of information.
At the church near the river this morning, they were lighting candles for Nicola. Not a vigil, not in memory, but in hope.
It is getting harder as time goes on. I think, it's the not knowing. It's not knowing, is she somewhere scared? Is she safe? It's the not knowing. We just desperately want to know where she is, and the goal is to have her home and to have her safe with her family.
The river here hasn't changed. This peaceful spot hasn't changed. But for one family and the community around them, nothing feels the same.
Well, it was a moment where everything changed, and speaking to Nicola's friends here, some of them say they wish they could turn the clock back to that Friday, that they could reach right back into that Friday morning, perhaps be here with Nicola, change this story somehow, because it is a story, an ordeal for them with no end, because so far the river is providing no answers, even though the search has been extended down towards the sea. And that hunt for things like CCTV footage or dash cam footage, any clue, however small, well, that hunt has proved unsuccessful. So what happened here 2 weeks ago, we just have no idea.
OK, Peter, from St Michael's and Wye, thank you.
We saw some of Dan's interview there. Dan, you travelled to Lancashire this morning to speak to Paul Ansell. Just an incredibly challenging time for him, isn't it, obviously?
Yeah, good evening. And here's a man you can understand, he's in pieces at the moment, as Peter was talking about there. They feel completely lost, both him, the family, the friends as well. Nicola Bulley, the woman that he loves, the mother of his 2 children, she went on a dog walk 2 weeks ago and she hasn't been seen since. And it's really hard for him to come to terms with that. And every single day, the 2 children come into his room, they come to him after school and they say, "Where's Mummy?" And he feels he's got to hold all that together while trying to explain to them that people are helping, people are looking for her, and they are doing the best that they can. The programme tonight, we've got this special, it's called Vanished, Where is Nicola Bulley? Everybody's got a view. This is Paul's.
For me, personally, and again, this is just my opinion, I'm 100% convinced it's not the river. People don't just vanish into thin air. It's absolutely impossible. So something has happened. Something has happened. Find out what it is. Find out what it is. My plea now is, personally, I want every house, every garage, every outbuilding, the land scrutinised. I want it all searched. I want it all scrutinised. Every piece of it.
You can see, can't you, how desperate he is, and he feels fundamentally she is still out there. He also, I should say, went on to talk about how brilliant the police have been and full of praise for the work that they have done, and also the local community. We've seen in Peter's piece over the course of the last few weeks the number of people out on the street corners with posters of Nicola trying to ask people and talk about where she might be and what might be happening. So we'll speak to experts tonight, to police officers, the rest of that interview with Paul, who, as you heard him say, he refuses to give up because he says Nicola would never give up on us and we refuse to give up on her.
And this is an extensive interview. As Dan said, you can catch that tonight on Channel 5. Vanished. Where is Nicola Bulley? As I said, 9 p.m. tonight, right here on Channel 5. A lot talked about in that interview.